Gday Legends, so welcome to Redhead Beach down here, beautiful weather. Had the day off, so I thought I'd come down here and do a video of what I take in my car when I come down onto the beach. It's not what I take every single time, but generally what's always in my car, prepared, ready for the beach. So let's go through it. So the first thing that I'd recommend carrying in any car when coming to the beach or going out bush anywhere is a Quickie Tire deflator and a pressure gauge. There's a lot of times where you'll air down, so say for instance I'm down here at Redhead, I air down straight down to 15 psi, but depending on the weather, the sun, how hot the sand is, your pressures could rise while you're driving on the hotter sand. So it's good to carry a pressure gauge just to check it every now and then, because you might notice your car struggling a bit more than usual. So it's always good to have one of those. Next up, what I always carry is a second little UHF, little handheld. A lot of times I come down with mates that don't have UHFs in their cars or in the bush, and I'll give them my spare one. So it's always good to have one of those. Next, one of the biggest things I'd recommend carrying coming down on the beach, especially anywhere in the bush, beach, whatever, probably one of the most versatile things, is a set of recovery boards. I reckon it's always better to pay the money and get a good quality set as well. These are the Tread Pros. I've used them a couple of times. Very durable. So these things, yeah, they'll double up as a shovel, you know, get into it, to dig out the front of your tyres there to get out of the pickle. But I highly recommend a set of recovery boards. While we're at the recovery board stage there, also I recommend carrying a shovel. This shovel is always on my front rack. I use it at work, I use it in the bush, I use it at the beach, do your business, to help digging out the tyres to put in the recovery boards. So I'd highly recommend carrying a shovel. Then next up, what I always carry with me, whether I'm anywhere, which is always in my car, is a full recovery kit. I've got a snatch strap, a 20-meter extension strap. I've got a tree trunk protector. You can double as a equalizer to go to the front of the car or the back of the car, depending on what sort of recovery you're doing. And then I've got a selection of soft shackles and D-shackles. Keep a few of those in there. And then, you know, you always got to have your winch blanket. Put it over your strap, over the winch. Better safe than sorry. This just dampens the blow. Make sure everyone's awake. Another thing I carry, even just at all times, some sort of toolkit that is probably more specific to your car. I just carry this Kit Chrome one just as a general kit. I also do have a few other bits and pieces in the back of my tub setup there in the drawers. Also, I always carry a high lift jack with a couple of sole plates. You never know when you're going to need that. It's always good to have a jack. A lot of people coming onto the beach, a lot of people might have exhaust gas jacks. So I've just popped around here to the other side of my car because I can't take it out, but over here I always have my compressor just mounted in there permanently, just screwed down, and I plug it in when I need it. But my compressor is probably one of the most used things coming down to the beach. I'd rather have my own air than go to the servo that's just down the road. It's just another one of those things. I do use it a fair bit, so yeah. Another thing to consider when coming down to the beach for driving. Then I always carry a selection of torches or headlamps. For this one, I just carry this little Nebo headlamp, charged with USB charge, so I keep it in the car charging it in most times. You never know, you might come down here one arvo and might get stuck. You never know when you're going to get stuck on the beach. You might hit a hole or something. Something might happen. You might be in the dark. You never know. So I'd highly recommend carrying a headlamp, and maybe a secondary torch in the car as well. Then I'll also carry a chair. Always carry a chair. Go on the beach, get sandy, either sunbaking, you know, whatever, sitting around a campfire. Always carry a chair with you when I come down to the beach. Of course, always have a towel, some sunscreen and zinc in the car, because it's actually pretty warm today. A lot of people think, you know, it might be winter, might not get burnt, but you know what, it's going to be glaring off the sand, you're going to get burnt, so you're better off safe than sorry. Look after your skin, you know, slip, slop, slap, wear a hat, a bit of extra protection. When I'm coming down here as well, always bring snacks, you know, doesn't matter what it is, a few snacks, and I always bring at least 2 bottles of water with me. Sometimes I've got my dog, I'll bring more water, but you know, you can never have enough water when you're down the beach, especially if you're going out swimming, surfing, whatever. Body's going to absorb a lot of salt, so you're going to need a lot more water than you actually think. Always take rubbish bags. Always take rubbish bags. We want to keep these places open. They are starting to shut a lot of places down now, so you know, I try to do my best. Pick up rubbish where I can if I see it, and yeah, always take rubbish bags with you. You know, we want to keep this place nice and clean. And then seeing we're at the beach, it is winter. The salmon are on. You know, I've always got a selection of lures and my good old trusty surf rod. So yeah, I'd highly recommend when you're down. It's probably one of my funnest things. I come down to Redhead a lot. You know, go surfing, go fishing. Oh well, there you go, guys. That's what I carry in my car when I come down for an arvo on the beach. Sometimes I might take a bit more. I might take an umbrella. I've also got the awning out there on the other side of the car if it's a bit sunnier. If I'm down here for the whole day, I'll throw it out, get a bit of extra shade. But you know, like, it might seem a bit overkill to have a lot of this stuff when you're coming down just for a drive along the beach, but you never know when you're going to get in trouble, and you never know when you're going to have to help someone else out. So, you know, it's better to have it all and not need it than need it and not have anything. So that's just what I do. What I'll do is I'll drop a link in the description below of the product that I take down on the beach. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys take on the beach, because I might miss something. This is just what I generally carry, and I know I'm going to be safe on the beach. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below. But yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, because I've got plenty more videos to come. I'll see you guys on the next track. Phew.